still not situated right. Eek. All right. Let's see. I wish that web camera was clear. No, that's too far. And that's too far. If I just do this, I can't go backwards. I had it just right and then I hit it, is what happened. Okay, that's not too bad. Because it's a little crooked. If I hadn't hit it, and if I pull it out, that's my hand. Enjoy my hand. That's not bad. That's not bad. So, that's my earbud. All right. Oh, I know I'm forgetting to do something. I'm trying to remember what it is. My hair is a mess. I didn't use this. I had a pounding migraine yesterday, so I took medication last night. I fell asleep last night. Oh, probably close to 7:30, and I woke up this morning. I have no idea how to get that clearer. What happens if I do that? I'm trying to make the overhead camera a little clearer. What happens when I do that? I don't know. We'll try it. So the blanket that we had started like ages ago before the camera quit, it's almost done. So I went, it's hard to tell too, the colors aren't showing up the best on this. Might show up better on this one. You need 3 colors. See, this looks blue, but it's really like a bright purple. See? They're purple. It's actually called eggplant. This is petunia. And the other color is, I keep all the things because sometimes I don't buy enough yarn and I have to go back for more. Lavender, eggplant, and petunia are the names of the colors of the yarn. If you are wanting, I was gonna say the recipe, the pattern, that's the link to the pattern of the blanket. And it gives you the description of like your materials and stuff like that too. So I'm just gonna throw this over here because we aren't gonna need that tonight. We're just gonna need these 2. So, and I want to try to, because I knew we were going to be doing this tonight, or that I was going to be doing this tonight, I went and started the base row, and I did the first row just so it was easier for me to see it. So there's, in the pattern, I know it says to make it 110 long, but I found with the blue one that we were working on last time that the 110 wasn't very big. So I made it, because it's just multiples of 10, I just made it a little longer. So this is 170 long. So we'll have 17 blocks of 10 that we'll be working on. So, and I have, this is a size J or a 10 or a 6.0 millimeter hook, depending on where you're from and how you do your measurements. So anyway, like I was saying, I had a migraine to beat all migraines yesterday. And I didn't feel like shooting things tonight. And I'm just still kind of, I don't know if I could stare at a screen and shoot things. And so I thought, well, I got the webcam back. What better time to get at doing this? So I can't get over how the colors are just so not what the colors are of the yarn. That's disappointing, actually. And what I may do is, because I don't really need a whole lot more blankets, just saying, it could be a case of when a project is done from a craft stream, I may turn around and turn that into a draw when we're done, and a viewer can potentially win it, and I'll send it to them. Because we only need so many blankets. So I'm caught on my mouse here. Oh, cat, no. You can't have that. The cat has a bed under my desk. And he has just taken it upon himself to try to claim the ball of yarn. Nope, can't have it. So, I'll put that there. Should be out of the way. So, with this, we're going to chain 2, and you alternate single crochet and double crochet, and I know to some people that means absolutely nothing. So, but the big thing to remember is, so that you don't lose track of your yarn and it gets hidden, you have to carry the other yarn, so that when you go and put your hook in to bring up the purple, the light purple, or the lavender, or whatever it was called, is hidden in behind it. You'll see what I mean here in a second. Double. And when we get to the last purple one, you always end on a double. But what happens is, because you need to change the colors, you don't do the whole double. You do one of the 2 stitches. But this is where you want to turn around. See how I was carrying it through, but it's kind of puckered? You want to gently pull the purple tight, the light purple, and then it will be kind of hidden. You'll still see a little bit of it, but not much. It kind of gives it a bit of extra something. So now we're not going to try to tangle yarn. So now to finish it, we take the purple, and then that makes it even. And then we have our purple. We can switch over. So then we'll do the same thing with the dark purple. We'll hide that in underneath the lighter purple, so that we can carry it across. And by doing it this way, you don't have a whole lot of knots. Like every time, if you didn't carry it across this way, you would have to cut and tie and weave in your ends at every time you change the color. That would be a lot. Like super a lot. And It would be too... I wouldn't have the patience. Like, at all. So again, every time you go to finish a color, you just want to kind of gently pull tight the other colors. I am tangled. This is the only problem about using multiple colors. You get tangled a little bit. And you don't want that. You want to try to keep them separate as best as possible. Because by the time you finish some colors, I'm going to text somebody. There we go. I said, texted Brian, I said, just me and the Bob. So, now that we've got that, we're going to switch over to the purple. So, I can't believe it's the middle of August already. That is kind of crazy. We started up our football season in Madden again. We're doing the Tornado Championship stuff so that throughout the season there's like a mini championship within the championship. Hey, TP Sports Live. Hey. I was just saying we started our Madden up and we're in the middle of doing the Tornado Championship. And what sucks, Bri, is the camera difference between this camera and this camera, like here, like, you know, the color of this yarn, it's like a purpley color. It almost looks blue, and I don't find it as clear. It's like, oh. But I'm wondering too if part of my issue with the other cameras where I had two of the exact same, if it caused one to kind of burn out because it was always running in the background. Because it was listed as the same make and stuff. I don't know. And I mentioned that potentially on Saturday nights after projects are completed, if I do maybe smaller projects, that viewers may be able to enter in to win it. I also mentioned I'm not having a good hair day. And we talked about my migraine from yesterday. That was not a fun time. And in hindsight, knowing that this could potentially go to somebody, I probably should have picked more neutral colors than purple. But it's still going to be pretty. The colors look really good together when... Oops. I mean, who knows? Somebody might win. It might make a nice gift for somebody. It's just kind of nice too to sometimes just slow down, not be worried about playing a game and sit and chat. It's kind of nice to disconnect a little bit. I know this is far from totally disconnecting, but who's winning the football game? Football game over? And if it is over, who won? My money's on Illust, just because he's a beast. Just saying. I played my game against West on Thursday, and he whooped my butt. He played really well. I have no complaints about losing because it was a really good game and it was really close throughout the whole game. We weren't playing on league settings, so there was a slight issue with the fact that there seemed to be more turnovers, but that kind of went both ways. So, but I've never been one. I can't, if I lose and it's a good game, I have zero complaints. You can't win them all. And if somebody can outplay me, it's quite possible. I'm not the best of the best of the best at all, far from it. So if somebody outplays me and they win and they do really well, I congratulate them and they deserve it. And I try to learn from it and move on. Because there's some people in any game, I find there's people that are always going to be better. Am I the worst player? No. Am I the best player? No. I can hold my own, but I try to learn as we go too, because I could not run that ball to save my life for the longest time. But now I'm kind of figuring out timing that just in time for us to not too long from now go to the next version of the game, which kind of sucks. But yeah, I can't believe, I know I have some friends online that live down in the States, and they're talking about how their kids are already back to school and stuff. A, I can't believe it's back to school time already. And B, especially in this time with everything that's going on, that the kids are going back to school. Some are doing homeschool because that's what their cities are mandating and stuff, but it's still scary out there. So you'll find too, for anybody who's been here before, I have a new event. I know you can't see me moving my mouse. I have a new event list, and I updated my alerts in that because all my alerts were the same sound, same everything. So when something different happened, like if I got like a sub or somebody resubbed or anything like that, it sounded like my follow alert. It looked like my follow alert. I couldn't tell what was going on. I was looking up and I was going, oh, thanks for the follow. I'd start to say host and stuff. So I updated that stuff today. It's always fun. I mean, I'm going back to the other. It's nice to have options. There was some stuff came with it for Be Right Back and stuff like that, but I like the ones that Brian made. Plus, I don't know how to do the After Effects. It came with the source files, but I don't know what to do with them. That's not my department. Couldn't tell you where to begin to do that stuff. Or what to do with that stuff. It's always nice to freshen up the stream stuff every so often, though. Keep it fresh. And starting soon, we're going to choose a stream a week that we're doing, or that I'm doing. I'm going to choose a stream a week in support of Extra Life. And so any kind of donations or anything like that, like I'll be sure to advertise that it's a fundraising stream for 6 children's hospitals. And this year, again, I chose Isaac Walton Gingham, or the IWK hospital here in the Maritimes, because any kids that are sick in the Maritimes in Canada, they all go to the IWK. So, we've been very fortunate enough that Owen has been a healthy human being all along. But there's unfortunately, we know of people who haven't been so lucky. And one of these days, hopefully all these hospitals aren't going to be necessarily needed, because all these childhood illnesses and kids won't have to worry about getting sick, and hopefully. I won't miss the mosquitoes from this time of year, I'll tell you that. It's been super hot here. We literally, I think we've had maybe a bit of rain in the last like month and a half, but not enough. Everything, our whole grass, our yard and everything is brown, which not good. The grass is pretty much dead. So we may have to reseed. I don't know if the rain will bring it back at all. The cat's all mad that I won't let him play with the yarn. He chews on it though, so. So it's hard to believe too, it's been just over a month been the affiliate on Twitch here. And as weird as this might sound, I don't miss Mixer. It was a pretty smooth transition for myself. I know a lot of people, it may not have been such an easy switch. And I can understand that and I can respect that. And I can understand why some people would maybe still be quite frustrated with the whole situation. And hopefully over time things will settle down and work out in their favor. So I should have labeled this part 1 of the blanket, because what I'm going to do is after every stream, the day after, I will send this to YouTube, to my channel, and post it so that people can follow along. And then if anybody wants to make it, they can do so, because it's super simple, and it would make a real nice gift. I mean, if you're stuck at home because you can't go anywhere, order your yarn online, which I can tell you is super easy, and have it sent to your door, and then you can just make gifts. Last year, towards Christmas time, we made the stuffed reindeer, which I left out as decoration last year. We'll have to figure out some smaller projects that people might be interested in as well. And that way, I'd like to do this every Saturday night, just to kind of unwind from the week, and it gives something different, a bit of variety to the channel too, right? And there could be some interest out there for people. If people want to learn some stuff, we can always do it that way too. If there's something that people are interested in making. I know I still have the pattern. You love it. I still have the pattern to make this the stuffed baby Yoda. I had bought that pattern not long before the webcam decided to go. So I would be willing to do quote unquote like online learning classes kind of thing, or tutorials might be a better way to put it. Same as I was telling Brian, now you're logged in as me, nice. I was saying to you one day that you should do kind of tutorials for like graphic design and video editing. People might actually enjoy watching that. It would be informative. You could do it. You should do that. You totally could do that. You should try hosting me to see what the alert looks like. Just a suggestion. Illust over Keith. Well, no shock there. Was the setting set right though? Oh, they weren't? Oh, you don't know how to host? Under your channel, you have to type the /host space my name. They weren't set right? Are they going to have to do the game over again? I don't know. You might be. It didn't come up. But I don't know if it shows like the auto hosts. It's quite possible that you're auto hosting it and maybe the auto hosts don't come up as an alert. You'll talk about it later? Aight. Yes, tonight there is also a UFC on that we will be watching. Oops. I also want to get better lights for in here. I do miss my green screen. To an extent. Yeah, I don't know if you are. If you're not, oh well. Not a big deal. I just wanted to see the alert pop up. Yeah, that's one thing. Here I was saying I don't miss Mixer, really. That's one thing I do miss. They made it easy. It was so much easier to do some of the stuff. Like, if you wanted to host somebody or do a co-stream even. Like, stuff like that was super easy. But now that... Not such an easy thing on Twitch. Whoop. The new camera look, yeah, but it makes this one look crappy. Like this one. Like, I was saying with the new camera and that, like, yes, the new camera looks good, but now mind you, for what I'm doing here, I suppose, and I don't know if I should be zoomed in more, because I can zoom this camera in more. Let me see. Overhead camera. Properties. Figure video. Now. Whoop. But I think if I zoom in, it's going to make it even more blurry. See? So I zoomed in twice. See, it makes it more blurry. And I can't focus it. So, if I order a second one, I don't think I'm going to get the same one because I'm wondering, what, it looks okay the way it is? Like it doesn't look fuzzy? My only thing is, I don't think I would want to order the same because I'm wondering if that's how the other one got burnt out. Because where they were both named the same thing on the patch, nice. Because like the overhead one is a, I'll tell you in a second. It's the Logitech C270. So I'm wondering, because before I had two of the exact same ones on the go, if one was constantly trying to do something, it may have burnt out. So I don't want to get another camera that's exact same and maybe have that happen, because these are like good cameras. So I would want to maybe look at getting something that's a different one, but has better zoom. And then I got thinking too, we have is our, I don't know if we have a Sony camera or what it was, our digital camera, because you can get something to hook that up. That might be an option if it's like just a cheap adapter. It's a Canon. So I don't know. I mean, for right now, for the sake of what I'm doing, like once a week or whatever, I'll just go with what I got. But I know like this isn't the best quality, because I don't think this is a It's an HD camera. I really don't know. All I know is after seeing the new one, which is pointing at me, I'm not too impressed with the clarity and the overall picture quality of the overhead one for the crafting. But then too, we'll see what the subs and all that do this month, give or take, and then that might be something I go for the next time I get my payout or something, if we have enough, or then see how it goes. I do want to ask Meter about maybe getting, because Gingham, she had gotten off Amazon a ring light for like photography, or I don't know if it's photography for selfies, whatever it was. Anyway, she got it for $19 American. Well, I asked her, she sent me the link. She sent me the link to it, and it's of course Amazon.com, which when I click on it takes me to Amazon.ca and changes the price from $19 to $88 because it wasn't on sale here. So it would be awfully nice if it would probably still be cheaper to get metered if you would to order it and just have it shipped to us. We could probably get a couple of them and have better lighting. So because my lighting right now is not the best because I can't set up my photo lights that I had downstairs because the desk is facing the opposite direction and it's against a wall. So ask him tomorrow. Yeah, I think we should, because I honestly don't know how long it's on sale for. Like, it could be, and I don't care if it takes like a month to get here. That's fine. Because I know both of us could use some better lighting. And if I had that for facing me, I could maybe turn this light facing down, which would, well, we'll ask first because it might not be something, it may also not be able to be shipped. Like, we'll just have to ask and see what we're up against. Right, and you got to keep track of your rows. So I have an envelope just to keep all my things from my yarn in. I do this for projects. And then on the back of the envelope, if there's a pattern to keep track of, I do that here. So just so I know where I'm at, because sometimes some rows you can't tell just by the look of it how many stitches there are and stuff. So because with this, we're trying to make this as square as possible. So like that's 2 rows. So we want to go up to about 8, and then we'll switch to the next set of the pattern. So you want to kind of keep track of where you're at. Yeah. I'm really not having a good hair day. So then we turn this around. Whoop, I hit the mic. I also wonder too, it's not so hard when I'm playing a game. The mic doesn't bother me because I'm just sitting here and I'll be playing. But when I'm trying to see and trying to do, the microphone's kind of like situated wrong. I want to kind of maybe have it so that it's coming like down. But then I think that's going to block. I'm being very finicky right now with my setup. Oh, I just yanked my neck again. So I don't know. We'll see. I just think I miss having my green screen. I miss having the better lighting. I miss just I like the way I had it set up, but I know there's ways around it, and I know I can probably put my green screen there back up, and I know it's not the end of the world either. So, I mean, not every stream has to have green screen, and we've been doing just fine without it. I just found it looked neater. It looked not necessarily professional, but it kind of had some options with what you could do and stuff like that. So, I mean, that's fine. I just think too, like with the new computer, I have better options because I mean I was using, when was it I got the new computer? 8 months ago, give or take. I went from an i5 to an i9. I don't even know what the i5 was. All I know is it was chugging along. I would open up like OBS and stuff like that, and I would be using like close to 80% of my CPU. Now I'm using like 7, and that's pushing it. Like there's been times where I've been streaming and I've been using like 5, and that's with all the overlays and all that stuff, the webcams, and now that I can stream from the computer, because I couldn't do that before, I just didn't have the resources. And now that I see what my monitor looks like plugged into the graphics card, because it's slight upgrade to the graphics, a new monitor maybe, because I don't have a 4K monitor at all, and I'm fine with that because I didn't really have anything that was 4K at the time, so it would have just been lost on me. No, I don't need any of your stuff. That's fine. I'm just going to take anything I earn through, it may take me a bit, but anything I earn through here, that's what I'll put it towards. But thank you. I am quite happy with the things I do have. I just know that at some point, because you don't expect your stuff to, sorry, I keep hitting the microphone. You don't expect your stuff to break. But that webcam shows it can happen just out of the blue. So, and I know eventually I'd have to upgrade some of the stuff. But I'm in no rush. Other things are taking a priority. And I am A-okay with that. Because it's not often, too, that I would be streaming a computer, like a PC game itself. But it's nice to have the option. And I have gone back and started playing the Division 2 on PC. And I have Destiny 2 on PC. And Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I got that on the sale. So there's times where sometimes you just want like, hi Batgirl, hey. There's times when sometimes you just want to go play and just kind of chill yourself. So sometimes, and plus Owen likes to play on the PC, so sometimes he'll come in and say, can I use your computer? So we're looking at possibly building him one, because building it's so much cheaper. What's going on, Bat? It's hard to tell, but this is purple. This is called eggplant. This is called something else. And the other lighter color is called something else. I forget what they're called already. What's up, Bat? Craft streams are back. I couldn't handle shooting stuff tonight, Bat. My head's still a little... I don't think you're here. I took my stuff last night, probably around 7:30, whenever it was. I mentioned to Meter that I just, there was no way I was going to be able to fight through it. So I don't get them that bad that often at all. I took my stuff like 7:30. I got up this morning. So it's like, damn. I'm trying not to, it's like Ghostbusters, try not to cross the streams here. 2 different colors. That's what I want to see. I want to see that new Ghostbusters movie. When does that come out? The next generation one, not like the one where it's like their kids or grandkids or something. I want to see that. That looked good. I like movies like that. Still trying to get Brian to watch The Witcher, for God's sake. That's not going well. Although I thought he was going to watch it last night. Lies. There. What else was I going to say? School's coming up. School has started for some. That's a creepy thing. I actually miss school. I say that, but then I know if I went to take something, I'd be like, ugh, I don't want to do that. You miss it when you can't have it, and then when you're told, you know, here you go ahead, and you're like, no, I'm good. School's a lot of work. I did like it, though. God, I went to university for like 9 years. Now look what I'm doing with all those letters after my name. Could be worse. So Brian, I tried looking at those After Effects files, the source files. Okay. I'm fairly smart, but no. Yeah, I was like, I read their help thing. I was like, okay, I see all that. I see the colors, what they're talking about. I'm like, no. So, no. I don't know how many times I quit it and went back in because I didn't know where I was or what I was doing, and I didn't want to mess it up. So I was like, no. Plus, when it comes down to it, even after I adjust what I want to adjust, I don't know if I like it better than what you did, the one I currently have. So I don't know. I may just leave well enough alone for that, for now. I mean, I have the files. It can always be done whenever, right? So it's not a big deal. You're playing NASCAR, are you? NASCAR Heat 5. You're looking at the... Oh, right, the big sale started. I don't know if there's anything really that would even remotely... Well, I don't know what's on sale either, but... I know Bat bought Greedfall, whatever that is. We still have so many games. There, NHL 20's Ultimate Editions were $16. That should tell them something. Here's a better question. How much is Anthem? But some of that stuff's in like the vault, and it's in EA Access, and it's in Game Pass. Like, you're better off just getting Game Pass, people. It's such a better deal, and especially too with the new Xbox coming out, and they announced that pretty much everything that's going to be launching for it so far is going to be available immediately in Game Pass. Hello, like, the money you're going to save. And it's even better too, because say a game that's in Game Pass, you would get it for, you know, comes with your Game Pass. Say you went and bought it and it was like $80. Well, what happens if you don't like it? You're at your $80. Whereas if you have Game Pass and don't like it, uninstall it and then just install something else from Game Pass, because there's tons of stuff there. It's worth your money. WWE 2K20 Deluxe is $39. You have that, don't you? Does it? Well, we're still playing 20, so... Let me see. I want to see something. So blurry. That's insane. And that's not including tax, is it? That's nuts. Can you hear Owen talking? You might get EA access on top of that? What do you mean? Oh. Yeah, but for the sake of only getting it 3 days earlier, what difference? Like, why bother spending extra money just for the sake of having it early? Know what? You want to play it, but isn't that gonna mess you up for 19? Oh, but then you don't know. Why does that square look bigger? Well, don't you get the free try like 10 hours or something. You get the trial with EA access. The way EA messed up the kicking and stuff in 20, they should turn around and give everybody a copy for free. They make enough money off the MUT stuff and the cards and that. They should just make it free in the vault from the get-go. It ends up there anyway. And then if people don't have EA access, they have to pay for it. All the microtransactions that people do, that's where they're making their money more so than... What is Owen doing in there? Maybe it's worth an email. I can try. I don't know. I'll have to see who I would email. But I can give it a try, I suppose. Worst comes worst is we don't hear anything or we get told no. Owen wants to fill all those empty Jones bottles with colored water. I think he wants to turn them into basically the perks from Call of Duty. Zombies. Kind of like how we did the... I forget which one you made the label for. Yes, Owen?
Do you have any food coloring?
You're not doing that now. That is not something you're getting into right now. Thank you very much.
Do you know what I'm doing?
You're putting food coloring in the water in the bottles.
Okay. Okay.
Not happening right now. Thank you. I think I shocked him with the fact that I knew what he was doing. Oops. He needs to learn that mothers know these things. He had all the empty ones. I can hear him gathering them back up. He had them out in the kitchen. Like, not today. Not cleaning up a mess at after 10 o'clock at night. Do that during the day or something. Does this look better here? I'm trying to see. It does. Look at how much different it looks. It looks way better. Oh well. Tomorrow is Sunday already. The weekend will be gone. No, I won't. What are they doing out there? Yes.
How expensive are really cheap lights at like the dollar store?
What kind of lights?
Circular ones.
For what?
Reading 7. Right? Yeah, I need the stream's opinion.
Well, it's this one you wanna. It won't show up
Oh,
because
well.
yeah. I don't know if you can get those at the dollar store.
Okay. Well, just it's a cool idea.
Mm-hmm.
Love you.
Love you too. Now he wants to put the food coloring in the water and then get lights to set them on so that they light up colors. Almost done to the rope. Can you hear him yelling? I don't. And Mom says, since Mom moved in with us, apparently I am just as loud, and so is as he is on when we have our headsets on because they're noise canceling. I call shenanigans, but apparently we are loud. Just a sec, quiet.
I want to take a picture of the glowing bottle.
Oh. What did I say? About what? That Owen wants to put food coloring in the water bottles, and then he wants to get like lights at the dollar store to put underneath them, kind of like those little spotlights that we have under the cupboard, so that when he sets the bottle on top of it, it will glow that color. Oh, gotta mark down that I did that. Oh, that we used to say how Owen was so loud with his headset on. And then since Mom moved in with us, she says that we're just as loud. Cool. I don't know how easily it's going to show up. You're too tall.
Oh well. What are you making?
Blanket.
Cool.
Yep. All right, we'll give my iPad back.
Well, I've seen the pictures myself.
Well, no, what?
You talking to me?
No, I'm talking to chat. Talking to your father.
Hello, chat.
Oh, it says, hey, chat.
I know how to speak Twitch.
You know how to speak Twitch, okay.
Any poggers in chat? Any gifters? Poggers? Omega Lol? Kappa? Keck W?
Listen to you rhyming off all that.
Pog you? Chat?
I'm no Noah J. Owen. No, apparently we are. Once we put the headset on. Apparently we can be. Just saying. We may not be as loud, but we're still loud. Because you don't notice it, right? Like, so you talk a little louder to compensate for what you're not hearing with the headset on. Did that Ghostbusters movie even ever come out? The one where it's their kids and stuff? I'm not. I wonder if it's on. No, not yet. When's it supposed to come out? Because it may just end up coming right to, like, stream. Potentially. I think, too, now, like, a lot of movie theaters, now that they've gone that way, a lot of them I can see staying that way. What?
Hear me out. Are you busy, Shimon?
I don't know why.
So, the free lunchbox has exclusive Jones flavors, including birthday cake, Shirley Temple, and cotton candy, and I want those.
Oh, you want those, do you?
I need those, actually.
Well, we shall see.
Yeah. You know, I'm a Jones enthusiast.
Are you?
So you see, if I can get those flavors, I'll be a happy camper.
We'll see. They're also pure sugar.
Pure sugar, then I'll take my time drinking.
Did you catch all that? So it hasn't even been released yet. Well, that sucks. But yeah, I think a lot of movie places should probably just stick with the streaming stuff because they'd make just as much money. Because it costs so friggin' much to go. And then, God help you if you got a family and you want to get snacks, you need to sign your life away. I find crocheting very relaxing.
No. No, yeah, those are like really those are the like the black market jones. The illegal jones. Yeah. Well, I have that somehow.
What you doing?
That's really that's really important. You don't understand. As a Jones enthusiast,
Um,
that's why I like you for.
may as well
That
upstairs.
gets me no.
Are you drinking another one of those?
You should be playing the games when you're young. Super down at Jones. Hang on. Go ahead and tell me how to play this. Alright, gamers. You already opened it.
I'd say upstairs because I want to work on the edge of the blanket. I'm hoping to finish it so then it's done.
Yo, guys. We're all in the same game. We have masturbation, Hasbro's toys, hothead Justin Boy. See, his head's hot because it's ginger. It's fine. That was a bad joke. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Why did you not want to watch it up here? It's fine. It's fine. Your popsicle's blue.
What?
Which is cool.
It's up to hothead Justin.
They should give people with Twitch Prime the option to check off like an auto renew button or something so that when your Twitch Prime goes to end, it will just auto renew for that person you've chosen.
I'm pretty hard.
Yeah.
100.
Because in most cases, I can't imagine how many people would say, oh, this month I'm going to go so-and-so, and this month I'll do so-and-so, and then after that I'll do so-and-so. I imagine a lot of people, when they use their Twitch Prime, it's to somebody they want to use it on, and they probably have to just renew it every time, which I don't think is fair if they want to set it up.
Sometimes when I laugh, it sounds like a toddler.
They just want to keep renewing to the person that they've sent it to.
That's pretty weird.
Just my thought.
Check what I sent you. Right?
My butt's asleep.
Here comes fish. Pocket.
So I'm trying to think of what other projects we could do. The cat's still underneath me.
I love you. Wait, Aiden.
So do you honestly think
Before you leave,
Bride?
you hear my life crisis. What with your job and money will put you into a good
Um, you would play enough Call of Duty to warrant getting the season pass?
quarters. And fucking good money with your job.
Because you do seem to be enjoying it now that we've gone to hardcore. Or you've gone to hardcore.
I'm using either.
You do play it a lot lately. I agree, Smedley. Um,
So Carter's kind of a bro, isn't it's so safe. I'll send it to Justin too. Justin. No. Hear me out. Look at that.
so tomorrow night, if all goes as planned, at 9 o'clock Atlantic, we're going to be doing our second part of Division 2, where we're running through the campaign again. Me and Brian and Dave,
So,
the original 3-player co-op people.
guys. And another source has told me. Another source has told me that Justin is scared to go on Zoom. He wants to remain anonymous.
And we started the campaign again last week from the beginning because we had kind of gotten away from it and honestly kind of forgot some of the things that had happened in it. And we had finished it, but then we hadn't done some of the DLC and that. And when you go back, knowing what's going on with the whole COVID thing right now, and you hear all the descriptions and them talking about the virus and the dollar flu and all this, and you're like, oh my God, it's COVID. Like, it's a little too close to the truth. Oop. The air is caught on something. Are the prelims on right now, or did they even bother doing any of that with everything that's going on? Oh, I am all tangled. Shoot, that's what the problem is. Just one second. I'm tangled up in my earbud with the arm. Oh, my neck.
You know what's really bad? It's good neck cheeks.
was wondering, I could feel something catching when I was pulling. Listening to the conversations going on in the other room. And I'm glad I'm not a teenager right now. It's going to be hard for when they go back to school because they're going to have cohort groups. And so some of their kids that they would normally hang out with, they're not going to be able to. They're not even going to be able to socialize with them. That kind of sucks. Lost the music, it seems. No, there it is. I put it on chill. There's not a whole lot to choose from on Pretzel Rocks. I miss Spotify, but I don't want to get in trouble. All right. No, if it's the one I'm thinking of, absolutely not. I would be DMCA'd, and no. I didn't drink enough water today. I know I didn't. I can't get over that song even being on the air. Like, that it's in existence. So I have to hand it to past couple of days. Been watching Noah J's stream on YouTube from where Call of Duty is looking to reveal Call of Duty 2020, but they're doing it in such a way that it's like a puzzle in order to release the trailer, and it's pretty cool. And there's been a ton of work gone into setting this up, I have to say, and I find it really interesting how they've gone about and done it. So tomorrow is day 3. And there's going to be more information given out and another cipher part. So it's kind of cool. So everyone's hoping there's going to be zombies in it, according to their stream. And I know the kiddo in the next room there was quite disappointed that this Call of Duty didn't have zombies in it, because that's his favorite part. He doesn't like playing the multiplayer. He doesn't like him and all his friends play the zombies. You know you're getting old when last week I sneezed and I hurt my neck. And literally since then, I even went to the doctor about it. Since that, my neck's just, you move the wrong way. Oh, getting old. This music put somebody to sleep. We're almost done another row. This pattern goes pretty quick because it's just the same 2 stitches over and over again. A single crochet and a double crochet. And the reason it works is because on this row, the double crochet goes into the single crochet from below, and the single crochet goes into the double crochet from below, so that it evens out the pattern, so you're not all lopsided. Let's mark that down. So that's the 4th row. So we're halfway done. Yes, 4th row. Halfway down of the first set of blocks. And you got to make sure you keep your tension good and even. But it cruises along. I need to change this. Literally, it's going to make me go sleep. Hype. Because, nothing screams hype like crocheting. Just saying. You think it's chill? Yeah, but it reminded me of when you'd go to like Silver Streams or something, and I find that makes me kind of tired. I need to I need to weave that end in, but I just don't have my needle with me. 'Tis chill. Brr. So I think tomorrow I'm gonna make maybe some cinnamon rolls or something. Gonna make some baking because it's supposed to be somewhat cooler than it has been. By somewhat cooler, I mean in the high 20s as opposed to 40 degrees. So shoot, I was gonna say something. Oh, I'm totally out of shot here. So yeah, I think once a week I'm going to designate, I'll pick, not necessarily the same day every week, but I'll pick a stream a week that's going to be, any donations or anything like that will be for Extra Life for the Children's Hospital. See if we can get kick-started on our, get a head start on our Extra Life fundraiser for the year. Because last year was kind of, we didn't do the best because we were dealing with a health issue. So we weren't able to get into it as much as we did the year before. The year before, gosh, our team raised, what, 2,200 American? Which was divided, like, when I sign up for Extra Life, I designate the hospital I want the money to go to. So any donations that are made to me go directly. I don't even see it. It goes directly to the hospital I've designated. And say somebody else on the team designates a different hospital, their money goes to their hospital. But we still have a team goal that it shows what our total was. So that's kind of nice. So we've had some of our, every year you have to re-sign up to the team. And we've had some of our members sign back up. And we're gonna start raising money for the kiddos. Yeah, it was approximately. It was give or take. I just forget. I'm sure if I went back to the Extra Life page, it would tell the team page. It would tell us what we've done in the previous years, I think. But either way, it was a kick-ass amount for. That was our first year at it too, right? So for first go at it, it was pretty good. This one's turning out because the blue one was the first one I had done. I find this one's turning out a little better because I know what I'm doing more. I always find when you start a new pattern, your first go at it doesn't always turn out quite the way, but then anytime you make it after that, you know what you did wrong or didn't do quite as you should have, and you can fix it, and it'll end up making it look all that much better. So that's kind of cool. Here's a thought. We could have, I don't know if you'd call it like an auction or something, to raise money for Extra Life. Whatever, when I finish the blanket, instead of just doing a draw, we could almost like have a contest where you can buy like a ticket on it, and all proceeds, because I don't want anything back from it. All proceeds would go to Extra Life. Maybe that's what we'll do. That way somebody ends up with the blanket, and the kids end up with getting some money to help them out. Maybe that's what we'll do. Look at me thinking with my noodle. Kinda. There was something else I was going to mention too. I can't remember how. Couldn't have been too important. I might too, for the nights that we're doing this, see if anybody has any interest. You like that idea? If anyone has any interest, I know I've seen other streamers do it. I think Sophista's done it. Is we pick a book and everybody reads the book. Like each week we read like a few chapters or something, like a section of it, and then it gives us something to talk about while we're working on whatever we're working on. So I mean that. Owen.
Yeah.
Turn it down.
Sorry.
I have a feeling they're up to no good. Because he's laughing his head off in there at something. Yeah, I think that might be an idea. Even say it's not necessarily this per se, or pick something that we make, or even throughout depending on how long it takes to finish it and stuff. Because it's November, that's the end of the season for Extra Life. I wonder how you could auction it off. or like do tickets. I wonder if this is something like this could be put on maybe on Player GG where you have to actually pay to enter. Because you can set it up to pay. You could have it set to be like $2 each or 3 for $5 or something. I don't necessarily think you have to get a lottery license. I'll have to look into that. Because then that way they would take care of it all. Yeah, I'm going to have to look into it. Because you want it done in such a way that it covers everybody's butt too, right? The more I'm looking at it, the more I hate that webcam. And I know it's just partially in my head because it was fine. Alright, we'll try to finish this row and then we'll see where we're at because I was only going to stream till 11 for the craft because we got the UFC coming on at 11, so that's 20 minutes from now. Oh my god, tonight, for those of you who know me, you're aware I am not a fan of pizza. I know, I'm weird. Tonight I ordered cauliflower crust. Because I'm debating if I may have a gluten issue. Because my father was a severe celiac person when he was alive. So, just over the past little bit, I'm like, oh, head bread, don't really feel the best. So, I ordered cauliflower crust. That shit was good. And you never would have known it was cauliflower. It was amazing. And it actually made pizza tolerable for me. And then I got thinking, what if the reason I'm not a huge fan of pizza, because I always complain about how much dough there is, what if it's because it makes me feel gross? Thinking. Quite possible. But it's weird. Like, it literally, you could not have... if you hadn't have told me what it was, I would never have known. I got everyone took a little bite of the crust and they're like, nope, can't tell. Alright. We're cruising along. I wonder, I don't even know if Best Buy has any cameras in stock. because I ordered the new one, the clear one. I ordered off Amazon, and it took over a week to get here. So, I don't know. I wonder how much the adapter is to hook up the DSL camera. Or if our camera would even work with it. Because if that was the case, and it did, if it was cheaper that way, that would be an idea to do it that way. But not only that, it might be able to zoom in a little bit better because it would have a decent zoom on it than just a regular old webcam. There's that. I don't know. But I think when I get a bit of extra saved up, I'm going to go for a more decent camera for the crafting, especially now that we have it back. And I plan on doing it every week. We'll do on Saturday nights, I think. It's kind of a chill way to end the week. And then improve the webcam for everybody so it's easy to see. And maybe, just maybe, the colors might look decent. I think what I'll do is I'm going to take a picture after we're done here tonight, and I'm going to take a picture and post it on Twitter and see if the picture will show up a little bit better and you can get a better look at the colors. So if you're not following me on Twitter, you should drop a follow there. Not only that, oh my god, I totally forgot. I have the contest on the go on player.gg. Let me see if I have that link in here. That's an old one. I think it's player.gg/slangel/twitch is the I think that's, let me just try that link and see where it takes you. Yep, that's the one. You can win a $25 gift card, or Canadian equivalent, Jack's Box. But yeah, I will, there's my Twitch. Give a follow on Twitch. Not Twitch, but Twitter. They start with T. And what I'll do is I'll post a picture of the yarn, and hopefully it'll be better than what this webcam shows. So that you can get a better look at the colors. Because the camera's just not doing it justice. And I was quite, I was surprised, one of the friend of mine that I met through Tinks, Cat Claws, she also does some crocheting every now and then on stream, but she had posted in her, on Twitter, see the Twitter and her Discord, the link to, another streamer, and the name just escapes me at the moment. I can look it up after. Anyway, he's a younger guy. He does crochet streams, and I went back and I watched a little bit of the VODs. he does really well. He makes a lot of, it's called amigurumi. He makes little figures, little stuffed. And it was pretty good. Nice chill streaming. Oh, what was his name? That's bugging me now. I'll find it out. I'll find it out and bring it up next time. I'll make a note for myself. That's another thing. Getting old. Start making lots of little notes on things. Because, you know, what we do. Turned into my grandmother. You don't want to pull, when you're pulling the stranded yarn through, you don't want to pull too tight because you don't want it puckering and getting misshaped. So you want to make sure you try to keep it as, that's why every now and then, I kind of like working on this blanket at the desk, because every now and then I can put it down and make it, spread it out, make it kind of shaped, make sure it's keeping the shape we want it to be. Because if you can keep it straight and the 90-degree angles as you're going, you're going to be more apt to have a nicer looking finished product when you're done. And it won't get off track on you either. Because if the rows below are not an even tension, then the next rows are going to be misshapen too, right? Because each row is the foundation for the next rows. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm just, when I finish this row, that'll be it for that. Thanks for hanging out. I don't even know who's in the fights tonight. I more or less watch them to be social, hang out with if anybody's coming over to watch it or whatever, but with this whole COVID thing, that hasn't been happening. We're getting near the end of the row here. And what I might do off stream between the craft streams is get us into the next, finish off this pattern part here, because once we do the 8 rows to make it square, you switch to the next part of the checkered pattern. So you're going to be swapping out one of the colors. So what I might do is get us to the point where we're swapping a color out, so I can show you how we swap colors. Start in the next stream, next craft stream. So that way, and I'll weave my ends in too, so that we're nice and tidy. Alright, I'll look, see across the stream here. There we go. And if you're not in the Discord already, feel free to give that a join if you do Discord. There's other people that, Stainsby's in there. He's doing miniatures for, I think, for Warhammer, and doing a really good job with that. And there's stuff for gaming, and because we don't just do the craft stuff, we do shooters and other things. And then, so we're building up a nice community, and it's all positive. There's no time for the bullshit. Getting too old enough to be over all the drama. I don't have time for that anymore, or the patience for it. So All right. There. Mark down my row. All right, folks. I think we're gonna call it there. It's 5-2. I don't know if there's anybody on. Let me take a peek and see if there is anybody that we can give a host to. Saturday night tends to be a quieter night anyway. Sophista's on. She's playing Among Us. Blue Dragon's on playing Fall Guys. Let's give a host up to Sophista. So if you want to hang out there for a second, I'm going to give a host to Sophista and go say hi. She's always positive. It's awesome. And she plays on Saturdays, and then she often plays Kitty Co-op in the morning with her daughter P. And she's a variety streamer, and she had been a Mixer partner, and she's making her way on here on Twitch just like the rest of us. So stay where you're at, and I'm going to give Sophista a host. Take care, and again, tomorrow night we'll probably be back on at 9 o'clock Atlantic Art for some Division. Thanks.